It's officially fall, but down here in South Louisiana, it still feels like summer. However, I need to get my front porch decorated, and that's what I'm doing in today's video. So stay tuned. Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new. I'm Melissa and today I'm coming to you from the store where I have my booth. I'm in my booth and we're not doing a booth video today, but I didn't have time before I had to come to work to get a little intro for you to let you know what today's video is about. But it is the third installment in my Decorate My Home for Fall series, and today we're going to be out on the front porch. I hope you watch the whole video. I hope you stay till the end because I just think it turned out so pretty and I can't wait for you to see it. Let's get to decorating. Before we do any decorating, we've got to get things cleaned up. I love this acorn spice scent of Mrs. Meyer's, and so that's what I'm using. We've got a few things to scrub out on the front porch. We've got to sweep. We've got to pull up the rug. Look how bad this looks. We probably need to pressure wash this, but it's super hot, so we're trying to get, as much done as we can in the cool of the late afternoon before the sun goes down. So we're just gonna scrub this down real good. My husband was a trooper. I got him out there helping me. I'm sweeping while he's scrubbing. And then once we get everything swept off and scrubbed, then he's gonna go over the whole front porch with the water hose. While we've got the water hose out, we're also gonna spray down the rocking chairs. We bought these rocking chairs from Lowe's when we first moved in, and that was 4 years ago. And to be honest, we haven't really taken very good care of them. These things need to be cleaned, but after the winter, this coming winter, we are definitely going to spray these real good, clean them real good, sand them, and probably refinish them. It's now the next day, as you can tell from what I'm wearing, and I'm gonna start getting everything put back in place so that I can start decorating. And you're probably gonna notice quite a few wardrobe changes in this video because of the temperature being so hot. Yeah, I definitely had to do this in segments. But once I get all of the furniture back into place, then I will start with the decorating. Today's video is sponsored by a company called PORCH, and they are a company and they specialize in high quality artificial trees. They cater to a variety of needs, whether you just want home decor for inside your home, you want greenery in, a space. They are also great for holiday decorations, and if you don't really have a green thumb like me, they have options for you. If you like plants, but you can't really keep them alive, they have something just for you. But they sent me these 2 4-foot cedar topiaries, and I was super excited because the 2 spiral topiaries that I had by my front door had just kind of worn out over the last 4 years, and they were losing their leaves really bad. So I just had to get rid of them. So I was really excited when they reached out to me and allowed me to pick out these beautiful trees. They come in a great box. They come nicely wrapped. And when I took them out of the box, all you have to do is just kind of fluff them up, just like you do like a Christmas tree. And when I started fluffing them, when I started pulling the limbs out, I did notice that you kind of need to also pull the stems on each limb apart. And at first I thought this was gonna take a little bit because there's a lot of limbs on this tree, but then I remembered a little tip that I have been seeing on some of the crafting channels. And basically you can use either a hair dryer, or if you have a heat gun, you can just kind of point the heat gun or the hair dryer at the limbs, and those limbs will be so much easier to kind of fluff up. It took only about 10 or 15 minutes for me to get these out of the box, unfold the limbs, and fluff up each limb. So it was very easy to get ready to use, and here is what they look like. I have them in my haul. They're ready to go on my front porch, and you can see how full they look and how pretty they look. And now it's finally time for me to get them put in the planters that I have by my front door. And you can see I'm wearing my little air conditioner around my neck because it was so hot. But make sure you check out my description box, because I will have a link to their website where you can look at all of their options of artificial trees and plants. And when you do decide to order, they're going to give you a coupon code for when you check out, and that is Melissa10. So when you do go to order, make sure you use that code for 10% off. Now that I have both trees set in the planter, I'm going to replace the rug that I had before. I'm using a smaller rug this time, and I think I like it better. I got this one from Hobby Lobby, and it was 40% off, which, does anybody know why they don't have all their fall stuff 50% off yet? Anyway, I also got this pumpkin welcome mat from Hobby Lobby as well. And I honestly really don't remember how much they were, but at 40% off, it was a good deal. But I really like the way this brown looks with the black and white buffalo check, but now it is starting to come together. For my front door, I'm using a wreath that I have used for probably the last couple of years. And this welcome truck is one that I made last year and put it on the front of the wreath because whatever was on there fell off. So I just had this Dollar Tree wood truck, and I painted it and put it on the front of this basket, this hanging basket. And I did add some of my own kind of florals just to fill it in a little more. I felt like it needed to be a little fuller, so I did that as well. And I really like the hanging basket as a wreath, so I really like this on my front door. If you've been around my channel for a minute, you know that I love me a good basket. Don't forget to check out the description box for their website for these trees, and I think these are going to be great for year-round. But for fall, I'm just going to add a little bit of fall to it, and I'm just going to add a couple different colors of garland to each tree, and that will finish off my topiaries. Now that I have the topiaries done, I'm going to start on a couple of vignettes on each side of the door. I'm going to use this little wagon trailer that I thrifted. I just think this is so cute. I actually bought it to put in my booth, but I decided I was going to keep it because it immediately came to me that this is what I wanted to do with the wagon. And so I did buy the little bale of hay from Walmart, and this welcome pumpkin is one that I had, as well as the scarecrows. I'm using this scarecrow to sit down, but I didn't want her to sink down into the wagon, so I'm using the little stack books as a riser. And then this little guy I have had also 2 or 3 years, and so I'm just going to stand him up next to the wagon trailer. This little kettle is one that I had in my booth, but I don't know why, because it's perfect for fall, and I have had these little picks or whatever you want to call them for a long time. My kettle came from my grandmother, so I don't know why I want to get rid of it, so I'm keeping it. This basket is one that I thrifted, and I'm going to use this small little blue basket upside down, as well as some Walmart bags to fill in most of the basket. Then I'm going to use these little apples, which are realistic looking, and I'm going to fill the apple barrel with the apples. Back to the little orange kettle that was my grandmother's. We actually found this in her basement after she passed away and got it from there. So like I said, I don't know why I would try to sell it, but it's mine now. I'm keeping it, and I think it looks great with this little vignette, and this completes this side of the front door entrance. We're on to the next day and the other side of the front door. I'm using this other bale of hay, and this is the kind of medium size one. And this is a crate that I have actually used in my booth. I had it to use as kind of a riser for my booth, but I am using it in this side vignette. This scarecrow, as well as her little mate scarecrow, I've had them for a few years, and I normally just stand them up next to each other, but I decided to make this vignette, and I'm standing him up next to the crate, and to keep him from falling over, I'm just going to tie his leg to one of the little wood slats down at the bottom, and that way he won't fall over. Next, I'm going to take this orange pumpkin material, and there are 2 strips of kind of scrap material that I had left over after doing a project, and so I'm just going to drape that over one side of the crate. For the inside of the crate, I'm going to use this lantern, and this actually came in a pair, and the other lantern is actually larger, but I'm using the smaller one in this crate, and I'm going to put this large battery operated candle in it, and it is on a timer, so I can turn it on the timer at a certain time. It'll stay on, I think, for like 6 hours. On top of the crate, I'm using the pumpkin and this garland. I'm going to put the pumpkin on top, and then I'm going to drape the garland kind of over the right side, but mainly down the left side of the crate. In front of Mr. Scarecrow, I'm using this easel that I got from Dollar Tree a couple years ago, but it was the $5 spot of Dollar Tree, and then I'm just going to kind of attach the garland to the sign. To finish off this vignette, I'm using this little pumpkin and this pumpkin right here, and standing it up against the sign, and that will finish off the right side of my front door. And I just really love the warm, cozy feel that these 2 vignettes on both sides of my front door give. I bought these pillow covers from Amazon several years ago, 4 years ago, in fact. And I'm not going to use them anymore in the house, but I want some fall pillows for the rocking chairs on the porch. So I was going to take like a regular pillow and cut it in half and just stuff it inside. But today I was in the Salvation Army and they had a huge box of these little cheap pillows and they had never been used. And so I bought 4 of them, and they don't fit perfectly into the pillowcase, but it's good enough for my rocking chairs. And if at the end of the season the pillows are just kind of funky after being outside, I can just take them out, keep my covers, wash them, and throw these away. I only paid $1 each for them. So I'm just going to fill the rest of these pillow covers with these pillows, and we're going to get them in the rocking chairs. I just have 2 little areas left to decorate, and I'm going to fill this little basket that I thrifted with the apples. Actually, I got them all for $5, but anyway, I'm just going to use this basket to hold some pumpkins, and I'm using the little crate and the little bale of hay as kind of a filler, and then I'm using the small ones as filler as well, and then I'm going to put the bigger pieces on top. In the empty pot, I'm just going to use some stems and florals and just stick those in there. I'm not putting them in a foam piece or anything. I'm just kind of putting them in there. When you're working outside and it's over 90 degrees, you make it as easy as possible. Now, I didn't like the way these were pretty much the same height, so I did have this Thankful, Grateful, Blessed book stack set, and I just lifted that planter up. Then I have this little tray that I also got from the Dollar Tree in the $5 section, and I'm going to use it as a base. This is going to be simple. I'm just using this red lantern that I've had, as well as this little water mister. Now, on the other side, I don't have as much in the way of things between the chairs, so I decided I need to kind of make a floral piece that would kind of draw your attention to that side as well. So I had this little pail that I've had out there for a while, and I'm just using some Dollar Tree picks to make my little arrangement. Now, I do have some little gravel bits inside the pail, and that kind of keeps it heavy so the wind doesn't blow it over. So I'm just setting that down in this basket with this stacked pumpkin that I think also came from Dollar Tree, as well as another Mr. bottle, and finally this little red truck that also came from Dollar Tree. And that finishes off the front porch of my house. I really think it looks very cozy and very warm and hopefully very inviting. I can't wait to hear what you think. Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to check out the link for these artificial trees that I have now on my porch. They are great for every day, but they're also going to be great for the various seasons. But before we leave, I do want to leave you with a Bible verse, and this one comes from James chapter 1, verse 2 and 3, and it says, "Consider it all joy, my brothers and sisters, when you encounter various trials, knowing that the testing of your faith produces endurance." Also, I would like to say thank you for everyone that continues to support my channel. Don't forget to leave me a comment below and give this video a big thumbs up because it does help me out with YouTube. And if you like this sort of content and you're new here, I would love it if you would click that subscribe button. And don't forget to click the notification bell so you know when I upload new videos. And if you want to see more of my fall decor, then check out the boxes you see on the screen right now. And I'll see you next time. Bye.